नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. Brothers and sisters, can you hear me? Can you confirm in chat window, please? Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, today we will start with concepts for lesson 13, 14, and 15. So I'm going to start with the presentation from today, and that will be valid for 3 chapters straight away: lesson 13, 14, and 15. Okay. So after that, inshallah, after these concepts are done, maybe this week, then inshallah we will start with the textbook straight away for and we will complete all the 3 chapters, inshallah, biiznillah. So let me start with the revision of I'rab. After Jama was introduced to you last week, and there were 2 types of Jama that I mentioned to you. Jama means plurals, Jama Taqseer, and Jama Saalim. Okay, so you know the difference between them. Now, including the Jama, as well as I explained to you the I'rab for Musanna also, or dual, or for pair. So including that, you need to memorize this I'rab. You can use your own techniques to memorize them. And remember that there are 2 kinds of I'rab: ending sounds, ending combinations. Ending sounds are for singular, mufrad, and Jama Taqseer. And ending combinations are for Musanna, dual, including both Muzakkar and Muannas, and Jama Salim for Muzakkar as well as Jama Salim for Muannas. Okay. So brothers and sisters, let's begin with this. Rafa, which is an ending sound, is un or u, nasab, an or a, jar, in or e. So for simplicity, you can remember them with tanween letters, with tanween vowels. Un, an, in. This is how you can remember. Un, an, in. And you are always memorizing the I'rab in this sequence: Rafa, Nasab, Jar. The highest status of ism in a sentence is Rafa, the middle status is Nasab, and the lowest status is Jar. Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. This is how you will be remembered. Now when it comes to Musanna, Ani, 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 Jama Salim Muzakkar, Una, Ina, Ina, and Jama Salim Muannas, Atun, Atin, Atin. Okay. So these are the I'rab you need to remember. Un, an, in, ani, 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 una, ina, ina, atun, atin, atin. Okay. Now, you can remember with this Muslim chart also. So Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, this is Mufrad or Muzakkar. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimuna, Muslimina, 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 or Muannas, it is muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. And for musanna, muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini, muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. Okay, so you can remember through this also. Now, as you know, when a ism joins with dhamir, then the combination is mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Okay, the combination is mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Now, until now, you were I was doing practice with you for singular ones, mufrad. Now from today, inshallah, I will do the same practice for plural ism. So zamilun, which means colleague, and the plural of that is zumala'u. Zamilun is singular, mufrad. Plural is zumala'u. Okay. So zumala means colleagues, you can say. Okay. So his colleagues, if you want to say, you say zumala'uhu, his colleagues. Colleagues of both of them, then zumala'uhuma. Colleagues of all of them, zumala'uhum. Same way, her colleague, then zumala'uha, zumala'uhuma, zumala'uhunna, zumala'uka, your colleague, zumala'ukuma, zumala'ukum, zumala'uki, zumala'ukuma, zumala'ukunna, zumala'i, and zumala'una. Okay, zumala'i, zumala'una. So this is the way you can practice it. You can do the practice at home, and it's better if you can write it for these words. Singular sadiqun, and its plural is asdiqa'u. Sadiqun, its plural is asdiqa'u. Kitabun, singular, its plural is kutubun. Its plural is kutubun. Jama is kutubun. So you can do the similar practice. You can make similar chart at home. Okay. Now, when there is a fi'il, we always look for fa'il. So let's take another example of fi'il. We have been taking examples of fi'il also. So I'm every time in a new class, I'm introducing a new fi'il to you. فعل المضارع, فعل الماضي. Okay, we are only focusing on فعل الماضي in this book. So today you can practice for taraka. Taraka means he left. Okay, taraka, he left. Taraka means to left actually, but there is he hidden in that. Fa'il mustatir. Okay, fa'il is mustatir. Taraka means he left. Taraka, they both left. Okay. Taraku, they all left. Tarakat, she left. Okay. Tarakata, they both females left. Tarakna, they all left females. Tarakna. Now from here, the last letter of the fi'l will take sukoon. You left, tarakta. You both left, taraktuma. You all left, taraktum. All these for muzakkar. You left, tarakti. You left, taraktuma. You all left, taraktunna. All these for muannas. Taraktu, I left. Tarakna, we left. Okay, we left. What else? Another fi'l. Fahima. Fahima means to understand. Okay. And in fi'l al-madi, it is he understood. Okay. He understood. Fahima. Fahima, fahimu, fahimat, fahimata, fahimna, fahimta, fahimtuma, fahimtum, fahimti, fahimtuma, fahimtunna, fahimtu, fahimna. Okay. Fahimna. I think that is sufficient for today. Actually, I should not have taken this because I can take in another chapter. Okay. Now, Ismul Mawsul wa Silatul Mawsul. Ismul Mawsul and Silatul Mawsul, I'm just taking two examples because this is coming in many lessons. So I want you to understand this concept very well. And you know that Ismul Mawsul and Silatul Mawsul, they are both used for Aaqil and Ghair Aaqil. So for example, الطالب الذي ذهب من Libya. Okay, what is the meaning of this? So someone, the الطالب, the student who went, ذهب, who went, this is Silatul Mawsul, is from Libya. The student who went is from Libya. Okay. Now, if you are taking this as a jumla, then it is like this. But this can be a phrase also. This can be a phrase also. How can, now here, if it is a jumla, then Ismul Mawsul is alladhi and Silatul Mawsul is dhahaba. But if it is a phrase, it is not a jumla, then what will be is Silatul Mawsul? Anyone can tell me? You can write in the chat your answers. So this can be understood as a jumla, or it can be understood as an incomplete sentence, means a phrase. Incomplete sentence means a phrase. Okay. So if it is a jumla, it makes sense. الطالب الذي ذهب, the student who went min Libya is from Libya. But if it is a phrase, then how can I, the same sentence, how will I Silatul Mawsul? Yeah. So Silatul Mawsul is the description, further elaboration of Ismul Mawsul. So here Alladhi is Ismul Mawsul, and the further description of Alladhi means here it's talking about student. What kind of student? How the student is elaborated more? Zahaba. Zahaba means the student who went. Okay. So this is Silatul Mawsul. So min Libya is from Libya. So this becomes a complete sentence, meaningful sentence. The meaning completes here. The meaning completes here. So here at-talibu becomes mubtada, alladhi is ismul mawsul, dhahaba is silatul mawsul, and min Libya becomes mutaliq bil khabar. Right? So here the whole meaning of the sentence is complete. But how will you say if suppose the meaning of the sentence is not complete? You can even, someone can misunderstand this sentence as a phrase also, and it is still valid. So I think Sister Sufia has answered that. So at-talibu alladhi dhahaba min Libya, this whole thing can be Silatul Mawsul. Then you are expecting something else after that as a khabar or mutaliq bil khabar. Understood, brothers and sisters? You are expecting something else after that. So the student who went from Libya, okay, is sitting, you can say, okay, something like that, okay, or so something, understood? So this whole thing can become silatul mawsul also. So you have to understand this. So, but here if I am saying this jumla, so that means this will be this silatul mawsul. I hope this is clear, or I hope there is no confusion here. Okay, if there is no confusion, I'll take another example. If there is any confusion, you can ask me in chat. Okay, Siraj. So if I am understanding this whole thing as a sentence, jumla, in which meaning is complete, then at-talibu is mubtada, alladhi is ismul mawsul, then dhahaba becomes silatul mawsul, means the student who went. Then I will say this, I will treating as separate. Min Libya is from Libya. So here the meaning is complete. But if it is a phrase and I am putting here dot, dot, dot after that, let's say it's the sentence is not complete. So I am saying at-talibul ladhi dhahaba min Libya. Actually, I should have used kharaja here. You can, yeah, dhahaba also you can write dhahaba min Libya. The student who went from Libya is something else, you know, something, the khabar can be following it, the khabar can come. In that case, zahaba min Libya will become silatul mawsul. Understood, Siraj? Alhamdulillah. Okay. Al-kitabu alladhi ma'aka kitabi. Okay. The book. Now here, this is for غير عاقل, okay? الطالب, this was for Aaqil, because it is referring to student. Kitab is a thing, it is غير عاقل. And it is muzakkar, kitab is muzakkar. So that's why we are using alladhi. Al-kitabu alladhi ma'aka, the book, which in this case with غير عاقل, alladhi will mean which. Okay, the meaning of alladhi will be which. Al-kitabu alladhi ma'aka, the book which is with you. Kitabi is mine. Okay, it is my book. Kitabi, the book which is with you is my book. Understood? So this is kitabi is khabar. Kitabi is khabar. Al-kitabu is mubtada. Alladhi ismul mawsul. Ma'aka is silatul mawsul. Clear? Okay, another example. At-talibatu allati zahabat min as-Sudani. Actually here, when min, I should correct this. When, you should know this, that when after min, actually it is min, but when something is coming with al, so this will become, this will take fatha. Okay, this will take fatha. So okay, at-talibatu allati dhahabat min as-Sudani. Okay, the student who went is from Sudan. Okay, is from Sudan. So allati is ismul mawsul and dhahabat is silatul mawsul. Similar example. Al-haqibatu allati, here now this talibatu is female student, al-haqibatu is a thing, and that is again ta marbuta is there at the end, so it is muannas. Al-haqibatu means bag, so allati will be used for that. Okay, ismul mawsul for muannas is allati, for muzakkar is alladhi. Al-haqibatu allati ma'aka, the bag which is with you. Haqibati is my bag. Okay, here. Now, you know Ismul Ishaara. How many Ismul Ishaara you have learned? You have learned two kinds of Ismul Ishara, lil qarib, lil ba'id. The Ismul Ishaara which is used for nearby objects, lil qareeb, and Ismul Ishaara that is used for far away objects, means lil ba'id. Okay. So what is Ismul Ishaara lil qareeb? Hada, right? Hada. And Ismul Ishaara lil ba'id, it is dhalika. Now these hada and dhalika is used for muzakkar or muannas. Okay, it is used for muzakkar, right? It is used for muzakkar. Now, what is Ismul Ishaara lil qareeb for muannas? Ismul Ishaara lil qareeb for muannas. What is it? Hadihi, very good. And Ismul Ishaara lil ba'id, muannas. Tilka, well done. Tilka. Okay. So that is for muannas. Now, today, I'm going to introduce to you Ismul Ishaara lil qareeb for Jama. Now, both of these, or all four of these are for mufrad, singular. All these are for mufrad, singular. Now, I'm going to tell you about plural. Muzakkar and muannas is haulai. Okay. And lil ba'id is ulaika. This is for Jama. Now this is for both muzakkar and muannas. So when it comes to Ismul Ishaara lil jam'i, Ismul Ishaara for Jama, for plural, Qaribi lil Qaribi is haulai, lil ba'idi is ulaika. Both for muzakkar and muannas. Muzakkar and muannas. Understood? For there is no distinction when it comes to Jama of Ismul Ishaara for between muzakkar and muannas. Remember this. Haulai lil Qarib, ulaika lil ba'id. Okay. Now remember, again for your remembrance, Ismul Ishaara is always ma'rifah. Okay. This is always ma'rifah. Okay. Now if I want to say this is a man, hada, I will say hada rajulun. This is jumla ismiya. Hada is mubtada, rajulun is khabar. Hada rajulun. This is a man. Now I want to say these are men. These are men. Men, M-E-N, plural. How will I say? These are men. How will I say? This is a man. Hada rajulun. These are men. Haulai rijalun. Haulai rijalun. Haulai rijalun. Well done. Now tell me, rijalun, what kind of Jama is this? Is it Jama Taqseer or Jama Saalim? Is it Jama Taqseer or Jama Saalim? Sister Zakia, you said. Sister Nahida, you said Jama Saalim. Can you tell me what is the meaning of Jama Saalim? Saalim means intact. Jama Taqseer, Zakia. So, Sister Zakia, you understood? Or you understood? Okay, yes. So Taqseer. Okay, sure. If you have confusion, I can explain to you. Okay. And Sister Nahida, you also wrote Jama Saalim. Do you know the difference between that? Jama Saalim and Jama Taqseer. No problem, sister. Mistake is okay. Mistake can happen. But do you know the concept, Sister Nahida? Okay, fine. So this just remember, this is Jama Taqseer. هذا طبيب. هذا طبيب. This is a doctor. Now make a Jama sentence for this. This is a doctor. These are doctors, but feminine doctor. هؤلاء طبيب. هؤلاء طلاب أطباء. هؤلاء أطباء. This is not طالب. طبيب. هؤلاء أطباء. Did I say طالب? I think I said طبيب only. Okay. أطباء. Or طالب, it is طلاب. هؤلاء أطباء. Okay. هذا طويل. This is tall. This person is tall. You can say هذا طويل. This is tall. These are tall. These are. هؤلاء طوال. هؤلاء طوال. Well done. هؤلاء طوال. هذا شيخ. This is a sheikh. And these are, you can say sheikhs. I will say in English, S-H-A-I-K-H-S. هؤلاء شيوخ. So you have to, we have taken these examples, brothers and sisters. I have given you all these examples in my previous class of Jama. So you could have revised this, so you would have remembered these plurals. These are mostly Jama Taqseer here. So you could have remembered this. So always revise, okay? Whenever you are attending the class, you revise or take your notes, and before coming to the next class, revise before coming, because a lot of questions will be based on the previous knowledge. Now, for the ba'id, so very simple now. Zalika rajulun, that is a man. So what will be the plural for that? Those are men. Those are men. Ulaika rijalun. Well done. Ulaika rijal. Dhalika tabibun. Same way. Ulaika atibba'u. Dhalika tawilun. Ulaika tiwalun. Dhalika shaykhun. Ulaika shuyukhun. Okay. So this is how plurals are addressed through Ismul Ishaara. Okay. Now let's take the example of muannas. Okay. Ismul Ishaara for muannas. Hadihi ukhtun. Okay. Hadihi ukhtun. This is a sister. Make a plural for this. No, ikhwatun is not correct, sister. Yes, akhawatun. Hadihi akhawatun. Sister Zakia, ikhwatun is plural of akhun. Ikhwatun is plural of akhun. Okay. Hadihi ukhtun. Haulahi akhawatun. هذه طبيبة. هذه طبيبة. Now the good thing about Arabic in general, when it comes to muannas words that end with ta marbuta, their plurals most of the time are Saalim. هؤلاء طبيبات. هؤلاء طبيبات. هذه طويلة. هذه طويلة. هؤلاء طوال. So not in all cases, but most of the time when it ends with ta marbuta, it will be Jama Salim. Ha'ulai tiwalun. Hadihi fatatun. So this will be Ha'ulai fatayatun. Okay. There are some exceptional ones that you have to remember. Ha'ulai fatayatun. Tilka ukhtun. Ulaika akhawatun. Tilka tabibatun. Ulaika tabibatun. Tilka tawilatun. Ulaika tiwalun. Tilka fatatun. Ulaika fatayat. Okay. Now, when it comes to a mixed gathering, then it is addresses ha'ulai rijalun wa nisa'un. As well as when it is even for the ba'id, it will be ulaika rijalun wa nisa'un. It's mixed gathering also same thing. So these are the Ismul Ishaara for Jama. Ha'ulai and ulaika. But there are some exceptions. Now I'm talking about Ismul Ishaara lil Aaqil. If you have seen my slide, all these I'm talking about al Aaqil, al Aaqil. I'm talking about ukhtun, tabibatun, tawilatun is someone, some person. So all these are for Aaqil. So all these examples that were taken was for Aaqil. I hope you know the meaning of Aaqil. Now, so I'm only talking about Aaqil. Okay, remember, brothers and sisters, but don't be confused. Now, there are some exceptions when it comes to using Ismul Ishaara for Aaqil. And what is that? You will notice this in Quran, that in sometimes in Quran, the plural, there are certain plurals which are Aaqil, they are addressed with Ismul Ishaara, which is singular feminine. What is the singular feminine Ismul Ishaara? What is the singular feminine Ismul Ishaara? Tilka. Now, when is these used as singular feminine? When Allah refers to a very large quantity of plural. When Allah is referring to a very big quantity of plural. So he's talking about again Jama Aaqil, but it is a big quantity of Jama Aaqil. So that time, exceptionally in Quran, even it is addressed by tilka. For example, tilka rusulu faddalna ba'dahum ala ba'd. Now, what is this? This is Surah Baqarah's 253 ayah. Now, ar-rusulu, this is what? It is not ar-rasulu, this is ar-rusulu. This is plural of ar-rasul. So there is a difference. How ar-rasul is written? Alif, lam, ra, sin, and after that there is waw, and then lam. That is singular rasul. Yes. Now, plural is ar-rusul. For example, kitabun, the plural of that is kutubun. Same way, rasulun, the plural of that is rusulun. Okay. So it is referring to messengers, not a single messenger. It is referring to messengers. Ideally, now messengers are what? It is Aaqil. Okay, messengers are Aaqil. So ideally, the word that should have been used here was ulaika, right? The word that should have been used here was ulaika. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used here tilka rusul. Tilka is what? Singular feminine. Tilka rusul. Why? Because Allah is referring to all the many the prophets that went before Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, there were many. So he's referring to that. When he's referring to a large quantity, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use with singular feminine. Okay. Now, now we have covered about Ismul Ishaara for Aaqil, Jama. Now let's look at Dhamir Munfasil for Jama again. So you know that for singular we use Dhamir Ana, Dhamir Munfasil. Ana talibun, if it is I am a student, I want to say I am a student. And if I want to say you are a student, so I will say Anta talibun. And if I want to say he is a student, I will say Huwa talibun, right? This is how I will say. In the same way for feminine, I will say Ana talibatun if I am a female student. And if you are a female student, I will say Anti talibatun. And if I want to say she is a student, then I will say Hiya talib. Right? This is how I will say. Now, if I want to say we are students, plural, we are students, so I will say Nahnu tullabun. And if I want to say you all are students, I will say Antum tullabun. And if I want to say they are students, I will say Hum tullab. All these red color are what? Dhamir munfasil. Okay. Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. So all this. Anta antuma antum. Anti antuma antunna. Ana nahnu. These are all dhamir munfasil. Okay. Nahnu tullabun means we are students. Antum tullabun. You all are students. Hum tullabun. They are students. Same way, if I want to say we are feminine, then I'll say we are students. Nahnu talibatun. And you are students, feminine. Antunna talibatun. And they are students, feminine. Then I will say hunna talibatun. This is how Dhamir is used, Dhamir munfasil for Jama. Okay, clear? Dhamir munfasil for Jama. So if I want to say man ha'ulai, if there is a question, man ha'ulai, who are these? So the answer is hum tujjaru. Okay. In the singular, I will say man hada. Okay, who is this? Oh, so the answer will be huwa tajir. But in this case, who are these? So these are businessmen. Okay, tujjarun. Aina zumalauka. So zumalauka, I have done the practice with you few slides ago that zumalauka will means your colleagues, right? Your colleagues. Where are your colleagues? Aina zumalauka? Hum fil mahja'i. They are in the dormitory. They are in hostel. Okay. Al-mahja'u means hostel or dormitory. Okay. Hum fil mahja'i. Man ha'ulai? Who are these? Ahum abna'uka? Are they your sons? Abna'uka. Ibnun is singular. Son. Abna'u is plural. Abna'un is plural. Abna'un is plural. Now this is mudaf mudaf al-fi'l, so it is abna'uka. Okay. Man ha'ulai? Who are these? Are they your sons? Hum abna'u akhi. I should have written la before that to be more meaningful. La. Hum abna'u akhi. No, they are sons of my brother. Okay, they are sons of my brother. Now, mudaf ilayh with plurals. Abna'u Muhammadin, sons of Muhammad or Muhammad's son. Zumala'u Hamidin, colleagues of Hamid or Hamid's colleague. Zumala'u is mudaf, Hamidin is mudaf ilayh. Asdiqa'ul Mudarrisi. Okay. Asdiqa'ul Mudarrisi. So this is friends of the teacher or teacher's friends. Okay. Asma'ut Tullabi, names of the students. Names of the students or students' names. Kutubul Mudiri. Okay, books of the principal or principal's book or headmaster's book. Okay. So these are combinations of mudaf ilayh of plurals. Abna'un, zumala'un, asdiqa'u, asma'un, kutubun. Now, his sons, abna'uhu, his sons, abna'uhu, who is his, right? Abna'uhu, this is damir muttasil, is attached pronoun, his sons. Brothers and sisters, if you are not understanding anything, please type in the chat window. Okay. Abna'uhum. Abna'uhum. Who can tell me what's the meaning of this? Abna'uhum. Abna'uhum. They are sons. Yes, they are sons. Abna'uka or abna'uki. Abna'uka. Abna'uka. Your sons, and this is for female, your sons. Yes. Abna'i. Abna'i, my sons. Kitabuhum. Kitabuhum. No. No. Their book, yes. I gave this for confusion. Kitabuhum, their book. It is singular book. Kutubuhu. Kutubuhu. His books. Well done. His books, yes. Kutubuhu. His books. Good. Aina tullabul jududu. So here the question is, where are the new students? Now students, the students is at-tullabu. Now I want to make it not of students, sifat of students. What kind of students? New students. Now when I'm talking about one student, I'm saying at-talibu. And if I want to say one new student, what I will say? At-talibul jadidu, right? The new student, at-talibul jadidu. But if I'm telling, this is not manut, at-talibul jadidu, but if I'm telling the new student, so I have to make its not also plural, because not manut, they match in all four properties of ism. What are the four properties of ism? What are the four properties of ism? What are the four properties of ism? Jins, adad, Arab, gender, type, Arab, number. Good. I prefer to have answer in Arabi, that is better in Arabic. Okay, so you will remember the terminology. So it has to match in all the properties. So that's why we have to make this also plural. It will be jududun. The jadidun becomes jududun. The plural of jadidun is jududun. So this is taking al, so this will also take al. At-tullabul jududu. Where are the new students? Ba'duhum fil fasli wa ba'duhum indal mudiri. Some of them are in the class and some of them are with the principal. Now this ba'd, this works like mudaf ilayh. It comes as mudaf most of the time. Okay, ba'd means some, you can say. This is very easy for people whose mother tongue is Urdu. In Urdu also, people call baz sometimes, baz dafa. People will say baz dafa sometimes. This is same, but we mispronounce. We mispronounce in Urdu the letter dad. It should not be za. The pronunciation of letter dad should not be like za, like z. Okay. It should be, the pronunciation should be da. Okay. بعضهم في الفصل, some of them are in the class, and وبعضهم عند المدير, and some of them with the principal. Okay, Sister Sayyida Uddin, she wants to understand the previous slide. Okay. Yes, sister, this is the previous slide. What do you want to know exactly? So here, I'm just giving you some examples of Damir Munfasil. There are two types of Damir: Munfasil, Muttasil, detached and attached. Munfasil are detached and Muttasil are attached. Okay. Yes, sister, this is the previous slide. What exactly would you like to know? This slide you want to know, or the one more before? Okay. This one? This one or before this? These are again the examples of Damir. And before that, you want to know this one, maybe. Sister Sayyida, can you answer, please? Yeah, which one? But okay, sister. Okay, after the class, you wait. I will show you the beginning slides. You can wait for a few minutes, and I will try to discuss with you whatever confusion you have. Okay, I will go through the initial slides. You can wait after the class. After the class is finished, and inshallah, I will give you a chance to clarify. Okay. Now, again, some examples of Damir Muttasil. Allahu Rabbukum. Allah is your Rabb. Your means you all. Okay. You all. Allah is Rabb of you all. To be more specific, very close to the meaning, the meaning of this will be Allah is Rabb of you all. That will be the more closest meaning. Allahu Rabbukum. Al-Islamu Dinukum. Al-Islam is your deen. Again, deen of you all. Ma lughatukum. What is your language? These are all combinations of mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Lughatukum. What is your language? What is language of you all? It's referring to plural. What is language of you all? Okay. Aina mudarrisukum. Where is your teacher? Where is you all? Teacher of you all. Okay. Where is your teacher? Baytukum jamilun. Your house is beautiful. Baytukum jamilun. Your house is beautiful. Baytukum is mubtada, container. Jamilun is khabar. An-Nabiyyu Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Nabiyyukum. Okay. The Nabi Muhammad is your Nabi. Okay. Or Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Nabiyyukum. This is also correct. Okay. Some examples of Zamir Munfasil. Nahnu Muslimuna. We are Muslims. Nahnu Muslimuna. Nahnu Muhandisuna. What is the meaning of this? Nahnu Muhandisuna. What is the meaning of this? We are engineers. What is the gender of engineers? Masculine. Muhandis. Yes. What is mubtada and what is khabar here? This is Jumla Ismiya, right? Nahnu mubtada and Muhandisuna is khabar. What is the i'rab of khabar here? Una. What is the i'rab of khabar? Una. Yes, rafa. Rafa. It is rafa. It is marfu. Good. Antum Muslimuna. You all are Muslims. You all are Muslims. Antum Muhandisuna. You all are engineers. Antum Hafadatul Mudiri. Are you all grandsons of the principal? Hafadah means grandsons. Okay. It could means it can be paternal or maternal. It doesn't matter. Grandson. Okay. Nahnu hafadatul mudiri. Yes, we are grandsons of Mudir. Allahu Rabbuna. Allah is our Rabb. Al-Islamu Dinuna. Al Lughatil-Arabiyyah Lughatuna. The Arabic language is our language. Lughatuna. The Arabic language is our language. Aina mudarrisuna. Where is our teacher? Aina mudarrisuna. Where is our teacher? Okay. Here teacher is plural or singular? Is it teachers or teacher? Yes. Singular. Yeah. Baytuna jamilun. Our house is beautiful. Baytuna jamilun. Our house is beautiful. Okay, so this is similar. So here mostly the damar that is used are for us, nahnu. Examples, more example. Antum mudarrisuna la nahnu atibba'u. Antum mudarrisuna la nahnu atibba'u. Ana mudarrisun. Nahnu mudarrisuna. Nahnu mudarrisuna. What kind of jama is mudarrisun? Is it jama salim or jama taqseer? Jama salim. Ana mudarrisatun. Can you make plural of this? Ana mudarrisatun. Nahanu mudarrisatuna. Why now, sister? Why now? Mudarrisatun. Here, this is feminine. Maybe you are getting confused for the masculine. It is mudarrisunam. This is mudarri for the jama salim. For mudarrisatun, it will be atun. Mudarrisatun. Okay. Anta tabibatun. Make the we are doctors. We are doctors. Just now we went with this. What is the plural of tabibun? Tabibun. Atibba'u. Okay, he made it for antum, no problem. Nahanu atibba'u also you can make, or antum. Yeah, because anta it is. Okay. Anti tabibatun. Okay, last. Anti tabibatun. Make you all are female doctors. You all are female doctors. Antunna tabibatun. Well done. Antunna tabibatun. Well done. Okay, so here I will take a pause and we will continue this tomorrow, inshallah.